So we talked about in the podcast something that people are now switching their stances, but they still aren't understanding to strike while switching or defensively when to switch, right? So I want Duane to show you like what he's doing and why he's doing it and how he's striking or using it as a defense while he's switching his stance.
Okay, so like he was saying, when you switch your stance, there's actual momentum in there, so I want to make sure that we're utilizing that momentum and you turn it to strikes or defense. For now, we're going to make them strikes. So an easy thing, which he was talking about earlier with the switch cross, with the switch two, but what we can do now is instead of throwing that switch cross hook hard, what I can do is hit the switch cross, and now as I'm bringing this, I'm going to bring this as a step just to pull his hand down for the high kick. So there's ways for you to attack and utilize that momentum and just not have pauses, because a lot of times people will take pauses and they can, but not us. So I want to go switch cross, get his hands in. Now, since the hands are coming in already, it's gonna be easier for me to pull this down as I step to load this hip. I'm gonna kick right behind that. So just ways for you to be athletic and utilize that momentum to make sure you're taking advantage of the openings that you're creating. And we're bringing it upstairs, but also you can just bring that to the legs. If someone's getting tall, then you can do the same exact thing here and then bring it to the leg, because the leg kick's gonna hurt a lot when the muscles relax. So we get them to lean back and relax that muscle and just tear right through that. Just a way just to create openings that we're not waiting for something to happen, but again, creating that. Bear didn't just wait for this business to open. He put plans together to make it open. Same thing, I'm not gonna wait for the openings. I'm gonna create them and put plans together to make sure I'm successful for that.
Yes, that's a great fucking point that I bring up all the time when I'm like coaching someone, is that I know the angle before you know it. Rather than me naturally like seeing the angle, I'm going to create the angle. Why I like this open stance and do a sprint cross, because I know where you're going to go. I know this is my new angle, right? And like you didn't know that angle was going to be created, but I created that angle.
Explain the angle to the audience. So you're so good at doing that, and everybody always talks about how you're fighting here and then you end up here, you end up there. Like the way you find these angles are insane. Can you explain exactly what that means?
Yeah. I mean, here's another example. So say I come out, I'm fighting southpaw. He's expecting these techniques to come southpaw, right? We always want this angle, and I want him to go towards my power. So I'm gonna make him go towards my power. How I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a shake step. Maybe I throw a big hook, right? He catches a big hook here on his guard. I'm gonna use that momentum, I'm gonna push off here. Now look at my new angle. I switch my stance. My power is more direct, his is a lot further away. Boom, catch him on the way out.
He does many things very well. One thing that he does very well though as well is if you put your hands out here, this is your power zone, okay? So if we're here, it's 50-50. If he can have his power zone face me and my power zone face away, he's one step ahead. So now there he goes right there. So he's able to start open stance, and we both have our power zones right here, so we both can get caught. But once he goes hook shake, my power zone's here, he's no longer in front of that, but I'm in front of his power zone, so he has the advantage. The only thing that he needs to be mindful of is spinning attacks, but he's already putting me on my heel and attacking on the half beat, so he's again one step ahead. Just if you do this, which I got from Coach T, Trevor Whitman, the power zone, it's right there. So he's got to get outside of that. And another thing that he did really well was long hooks rather than the short hooks. A lot of people hook short, be able to hook a little bit longer. So with that being said, from open stance, which one thing he did in one of his fights was hook shake, boom, cross roll, hook, boom. And it's outside my power zone the whole time because I'm trying to turn to find him. Instead of turning to find him and then throw, he's able to throw while he's changing his stances. So again, he can hook shake, cross roll, hook, boom. And that little touch of level change there, it could be a fit in. If I stay tall, take me down. If I change level, there's my half beat of defense, so you can attack on that break.